head deep down to the fathoms below and see what mermaid dolls I have to show. Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here. Welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Arjen, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a super cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. Now let's dive into this top 10 mermaid dolls in my collection, literally. So I was just going through some of the videos I have on my channel, and especially of course the popular ones, and I noticed that my top 10 mermaid dolls in my collection has already been over 2 years old already. So I thought it was time for an update because in those past 2 years there have been some additions here and there in my mermaid doll collection. So I thought it'd just be fun to re-rank them into my top 10 favorites. So that is what we're going to do today. So these will be mostly Barbie dolls, and as you know, I am a huge fan of the 90s era for Barbie, so you'll probably see a lot of these ladies in the list. So if you're into it, stay seated, grab yourself a nice little drink and a snack, because it is time to go through some of the most fabulous mermaid dolls throughout the years. Here we go. So number 10. I wanted to start off this list with the Merman Ken. Merman Ken, who really just lit a merman fire in me. He was released 2019, I think, so he's already 4 years old, and to me, he has just still been released yesterday. But yeah, the moment I saw that he was coming out, I was like, oh, I wish this was around when I was a kid. I always loved mermaids, and I just wanted to be a mermaid myself. I really couldn't picture myself as a mermaid because, you know, they were all girls. With this Merman Ken, I could have actually seen myself as a merman. So yeah, I'm so thankful for Angel and his creations, and his mermaid designs are just amazing. And I mean, God bless him for creating this Merman Ken for all the little mermans out there to get inspired. Being a kid is all about seeing yourself in many different forms, you know, seeing yourself working as an adult or as a fairy tale creature. I mean, yeah, I would have loved seeing him on the shelves when I was little teeny tiny mini Arjen. I hope we get to see a lot more Merman Ken designs in the future, and there is actually one more in this top 10 list. So stay tuned to find out.
Bubbling mermaid Barbie, you're bubbly, bubbly, bubbling fun. Just hip and sweet. Bubbles as far as you can see. Dive in, surprise! Deserves to paint before your eyes. Wow, she's beautiful. Bubble, 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 bubble. Bubbling mermaid Barbie, for bubble fun, you're the one.
Bubbling Mermaid Barbie doll changes color in warm or cold water.
Number 9. Yeah, so number 9 is a tie, actually, of 2 dolls from 1995 and 1996. I have too many mermaid dolls, apparently, to fit them all in a top 10, and I really wanted to feature, well, most of them. So, yeah. Anyway, Bubbling Mermaid Barbie and Sea Pearl Mermaid Barbie. So Sea Pearl Mermaid Barbie is from 1995, and Bubbling Mermaid Barbie is from 1996. What amazing 90s queens. Now, of course, they don't hold the level of iconicness and legendariness of the Holy Trinity of the 90s, but they really are fabulous. Bubbling Mermaid Barbie is like this, kind of like this fountain feature, and really all about water play. Her color scheme is just so gorgeous. I love that super crimped 90s hair on her. She has little seahorses as earrings, which is the cutest. And her tail is this kind of like this pump that you can use to blow bubbles out of her crown in her head. Yeah, I just love these pink box of the 90s dolls. I mean, And there's also this Christie variation of her, which is also very pretty, but here in Europe, like impossible to get. Of course, hoping to get her one day, but yeah, you know, collecting is all about having patience, the right moment, the right time, and the right wallet. Yeah. So that's Bubbling Mermaid Barbie, and this is 1995's Sea Pearl Mermaid Barbie. And I think she's kind of like a forgotten gem of the 90s. So she has, again, that crimped Kanekalon super blonde Barbie hair. And her outfit is a mixture of that shiny, iconic 90s fabric for the tails with this sheer kind of like draping around it. Very adorable. It actually says here on the top it's Hills Special Edition, so I'm guessing Hills was a retail shop in the US. I think she was only released in the United States, actually. Maybe some of you know if she was also released in Europe, but I think she was a US exclusive, actually. Yeah. And it says on the box, imagine a fantasy world filled with mermaids and pearls. So the whole sea pearl theming for her is actually only visible on her bra, which the straps are pearls, and she has like this pearl gem on the front of her bra and pearl earrings. Yeah. Sea Pearl Mermaid Barbie 1995, a forgotten 90s mermaid gem, if you ask me. Number 8. The Ariel movie dolls from this year. So also a recent addition to my mermaid doll collection. I mean, for us mermaid lovers, this was a very good year. Well, not only mermaid lovers, but mermaid and doll lovers. I mean, we got The Little Mermaid and Barbie, the movie, in 1 year with additional dolls. I mean, it was crazy, yeah.
I hope we all survived, and especially our wallets survived this year.
Yeah, it was hard to keep up.
Also, with the Little Mermaid dolls, especially the ones from Mattel, because they spit out like a gazillion Ariel dolls. So this is, of course, the classic budget Ariel doll, and I think she is just super pretty. I love her tail, especially the coloring in her tail. I think they did a really cute job on portraying Halle Bailey as the Little Mermaid in doll form. So there are still a lot of dolls of the Little Mermaid that I want to collect. You have like this, of course, the sister set with all of Ariel's 6 sisters in one special package. Of course, the one with the dress on, and there's even one with a pink dress. So many dolls, so little time, so little money. So in my collection, I have the Mattel one and the one from Shop Disney, and I actually did a comparison video of them, so if you want to check that out, head to my profile and look up the video where I discuss both of these ladies in detail and compare them. So what's really nice about the Shop Disney version is, of course, that she has a fabric tail with a lot of pretty details on it, a fabric top piece, and also her face screening is okay. I do prefer the Mattel version over her, just because I think the face screening is a little bit cuter on her, and I love all the variations that Mattel has actually made. So I really want to get the one with the water stand, which looks so pretty, but I'm really waiting for Amazon to, you know, put her price down a little bit, because she is about 60 euros over here in Europe, and yeah, that's just too much. So the Ariel movie dolls here on number 8. Number 7. So on number 7 is Mitzi the Mermaid. Yeah. A little basic info about Mitzi. Mitzi is a fairly new doll to the fashion doll market. She's been around since 2018, and she is from the company GHD Fashion Doll, which is run by Juao Hadong.
It's a Chinese name, so I don't really know if I really pronounced it correctly.
In 2020, they released the Morganite and Aquamarine Mitzi Mermaid dolls. Whoa. Super, super pretty. They really have kind of like this Integrity Toys vibe to them. Only these dolls, I think, are in quality a bit of a slight lower level than the Integrity Toys dolls. Because the Integrity Toys dolls are really heavy and these girls are much lighter in weight, actually. Yeah. Nonetheless, they have a very pretty head sculpt. Their faces are always painted for the gods. They really just put some amazing dolls out there. So if you have a chance to check them out, definitely do. It is just mitzidoll.com. You can see all the dolls that they have released thus far. I mean, her tail is so big. She is such an impressive doll, and her bodysuit is really pretty. And it almost looks like it's all hand stitched on, and yeah, her sequin mermaid tail with that luscious fabric at the ends and here at the sides and at the end of her sleeves. Yeah, really, really pretty. And of course her hair, it is, yeah. Talk about a mermaid fashion doll. Wow. Number 6. The 2003 Fairytopia Mermaid Dolls. Wow.
If you're pure of heart and truly believe, you'll discover the rainbow to Fairytopia. Fairytopia, a world of wonder, where glittering sparkle fairies light up whispering woods, where magical mermaids splash in the sea of dreams. If you truly believe, we'll show you the way. Fairytopia, a world of wonder. Barbie and friend dolls each sold separately.
Yeah, we're at the peak of Mattel quality level, and these dolls are just wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am obsessed with their mermaid tails, and yeah, everything about them is just so gorgeous. So as a kid, I had Kayla, actually. I don't know if it's Kayla or Leah. She has the Leah head sculpt, but I think she was called Kayla, yeah. I was just in love with the combination of her face sculpt with that blonde hair, blue streaks in her hair, and I mean, the whole mermaid design of this is just so pretty. Of course, Fairytopia was very much my childhood era of the Barbie movies. Of course, the Nutcracker, Rapunzel, and Swan Lake were like the trinity of movie dolls, especially in my childhood, but the Fairytopia line was a very good follow-up, and especially in doll form. It's just so cute because they also come with this little booklet here that shares the story of them, and this is the time where they still came with super cute accessories like a shell comb, a hand mirror, a luscious crown, you know, because being a mermaid is also all about being a princess mermaid. Yes. And also this Christie is just gorgeous for the combination of colors that they used on her. Her blonde wavy hair, I mean, she's giving off some heavy RuPaul vibes, right? And I really love that about her. And I actually love the Kayla face sculpt so much that I thrifted one online, gave a made-to-move body, and transformed just into one of my most precious kawaii doll customs. Let me get her, one sec. Yeah, I mean, check this kawaii baby out. Isn't she just the cutest of cutest, right? I think this is one of the prettiest face painting in combination with, you know, like the rooted hair. One of my favorite combinations I have seen on a Barbie design. Leah face sculpt, pastel metallic Y2K makeup on her face, blonde and pastel blue hair. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. So the 2003 Fairytopia movie dolls on number 6 on my mermaid doll top 10 list. Number 5. Number 5 is my 90s Trinity doll collection. Yeah, these are the 90s mermaid icons we all love and want in our 90s collection. I think these were all released around 1991 to 1993. I think that's the time span where these three girls were released. Of course, it all started with the 1991-1992 The Mermaid Barbie.
Down in the water swims a mermaid fair, the one with the magical rainbow hair. Mermaid Barbie, Mermaid Barbie. Her hair turns pink and lavender and blue, magic that only you can do. Mermaid Barbie, Mermaid Barbie.
I've never seen a mermaid like you.
Mermaid Barbie with magical rainbow hair.
Mermaid Barbie doll has hair that turns rainbow colors in icy water and blonde again in warm water.
Which is this blue queen over here. I still want to get one in the box actually. So I had her in the box, but the box was a little bit yellowed. So displaying her in that was just, you know, not doing her justice. So I had to take her out with just a little bit of pain in my heart. Yeah, I gave her kind of like a cute makeover. I redid her hair, of course, and I just love that rainbow feature in her hair. It's so pretty. I was obsessed with that as a kid. Had one as a child, but didn't survive my childhood. Yeah, she had to go through some really extensive hardcore bath time play. So you can imagine she didn't quite survive my childhood. And now I still want to get one as a time capsule in her pretty box. And the Fountain Mermaid Barbie did not have her as a kid, but you can imagine I was totally obsessed by her. I remember my niece having her, so I would sometimes sneak into their bathroom and try to find Fountain Mermaid Barbie over there because she always also kept these ladies around the bathtub.
Who was that? Know it, I think. It was a mermaid and her hair was pink. It's Fountain Mermaid Barbie with the most surprising crown. It's a fountain that sprays water and sparkles all around.
Let me try.
Where will she spray next? You'll never guess. Fountain Mermaid Barbie, you've got something special.
Fountain Mermaid Barbie doll has pink hair and a crown that sprays water.
She is just, wow, what an iconic doll, right? And then of course we have the 1993 Magical Hair Mermaid Barbie, which is a total 90s gem slash treasure for collectors. Because she was a European exclusive, she's really hard to come by actually, especially in the box. You can imagine how extremely lucky I was to find one in super good condition out of the box, but also in the box. Ta-da, yeah. So, yeah, I don't quite know why she's just an European exclusive. I mean, she looks so pretty. I mean, why not just release her worldwide? Magical Hair Mermaid, yes, she is. Yeah, I'm really proud to own not only one in the box, but also out of the box. And another 90s queen that actually should have been alongside these ladies is of course the 90s Skipper Mermaid, which I also got. She definitely deserves a shout out on this list. It actually should have been the 90s Trinity plus Skipper. And I actually did have Skipper as a kid, yeah. I remember getting her for Christmas in the year she was released. I think it was around also 1993, something like that. But I can remember that Skipper's head popped off really quickly, yeah. And now whenever I'm doing a restyle or a restoration of a Skipper doll, I always am super careful with her neck peg because it breaks so easily. And what's really awesome is that her tail, these purple fins, they actually change color in the water. Yeah. Oh, the 90s, the 90s. What a time to be alive and to be a doll lover. Number 4. The Mermaid Fantasy Dolls from 2002. In my opinion, one of the best mermaid tales Mattel ever made.
Mermaid Fantasy.
fantasy Barbie doll and friend dolls, each sold separately.
They have proven to, you know, not quite endure the test of time, so to speak, because these rubber tails are very fragile. Even though they really feel like a mermaid tail, you know, they have like this kind of like flexible, rubbery feel to them. And when you press her hips, the tail actually flips. So she can actually kind of like make swim movements in the water, which was very, very important back then. I mean, we all know these dolls and these iconic mermaids. We've seen tons of super amazing artwork of them or inspired by them. So I remember having Barbie, and I had, well, tons of bath time play with her, and yeah, again, the rubber was very fragile. So when you look these ladies up on secondhand websites, you will guaranteed find them with all kinds of tears in their bins and very heavily damaged. And if people manage to keep these ladies out of the box in good condition without any damaging to the tail, then wow. Christy is the purple version, and Kayla is the orange beauty with the blue tail. Now Barbie, of course, had her pink color scheme with the green tail. Her hair is Kanekalon, so yeah, that hair would turn into a giant big bird's nest very quickly, very easily. So really hoping to add Barbie to my collection. I did get one actually from Linda in a subscriber mailbox. As well, one of course where the mermaid tail was very heavily damaged, but I did manage to give that Barbie a super cute makeover. Wait, here she is. So I do have her in human form now, but I still would love to add this mermaid fantasy Barbie in her mermaid form, preferably like super cute, perfectly in her box, to show off alongside her besties, Christy and Kayla back there. Yeah. So technically I do have all three girls, just not completely mermified. Yeah.
Jewel hair mermaid Barbie.
Number 3, jewel hair mermaid Barbie. Oh my gosh.
Who has the longest beautiful hair? Jewel hair mermaid Barbie.
It's her longest hair ever.
Brush her hair down and down, style it high, twist it round, with dazzling stars everywhere. Now let's crown your incredible hair.
Beautiful.
Jewel hair mermaid Barbie with the longest beautiful hair. You can style jewel hair mermaid Barbie doll's long beautiful hair with sparkly stars.
Everyone's favorite, hands down, super long magical girl hair, extensive mermaid outfits that can turn also into like these grand gala looks.
Who does not love jewel hair mermaid Barbie?
From the iconic year 1995. Recently, I got my edition of Teresa to the collection by Diane Webster.
Thank you again, girls, so much.
I've been trying to look up a Teresa for such a long time, and these ladies have become just super sought after and very hard to get for a good and cute price. Now, of course, there's also a Christie version, which is just impossible to get over here. So hoping to add her to my collection one day. I do keep an eye out for her every now and then, but you know, I am just gonna have to come to terms that she's just gonna be a real attack on my wallet. But I'm sure one day I can add her to my beautiful mermaid collection and reunite her with her jewel hair mermaid sisters. Yeah, these ladies, oh my gosh, I can see myself as a kid just gazing at those commercials of jewel hair mermaid Barbie. I can remember that there were kind of variations of those commercials because I think this doll ran for quite a time actually. So I can remember also these early stages of CGI and Barbie. Yeah, those very well, actually pretty nice quality CGI for back in that day. So I was really excited to see Barbie in that kind of like way, which I already thought to myself, they might even do like a whole movie in this CGI form, which of course eventually turned into Nutcracker Barbie. Slightly better, of course, but yeah, it was the early stages of those CGI developments, but I was so excited to see Barbie in that animated form. So I never really actually did the whole star thing in her hair because that always tangled that hair up so badly because it is Kanekalon hair. So yeah, you really had to be gentle with that super long Kanekalon hair. Otherwise, it would just turn into this giant,
especially with that length,
giant poof ball of hair. Yeah, manifesting a Christie alongside them, and very proud of my jewel hair mermaid Barbie collection on number 3. Number 2 is 2021's King Ocean Ken. Wow, the first collector Ken Merman doll, and what a treat, what a treat. I love this King Ocean Ken so much. So it was designed by, again, Angel Kent, who does amazing mermaid designs. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for gifting us so many cute mermaids in the Barbie universe. We all know it was a part of a design showdown where we could see 4 sketches of the mermaid dolls and choose one winner to get produced. Now, yeah, I do have to say I actually voted for the all pastel pearly Barbie in this series of mermaids. At a later stage of voting, they actually showed 2 prototype versions of the ones that got the most votes, which was her and Ken. And I am so heartbroken that we will never see the light of day of that girl being produced, because she's so darn pretty and she would have been such a crown on my collection. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I was actually really heartbroken she wasn't the winner of this whole design showdown. But on the other hand, I was really happy that it was a Ken doll getting his first mermaid collector form. What an amazing design, and I mean, what a sketch, right? I really love that they used like the 90s tail fabrics for some details on his look, and I actually added the trident myself because in the artwork it was shown, I think it was shown with a trident at first, but it probably got too expensive to produce, so I had a King Triton doll and added his trident to Ken in the box, which I think really finishes off his whole vibe because he looks like a true king of the ocean Ken doll right now. But his shimmering, shiny tail, his armor, shiny armor, and his long hair, I mean, he has everything that a merman Ken should have. And secretly still hoping that that girl is just getting her own release at some point in the future. So let's head over to number 1. Number 1. And on number 1, another tie, of course. Yeah, I just could not pick between either one of them, and they are both just aquatic wonders. So we have the box date 2015 Water Sprite and the box date 2018 Mermaid Enchantress from the Magical Muse collection, and this one is from the Faraway Forest collection. Both amazing collections, and especially the Magical Muse collection is just a pastel holy trio of goddesses. So let's start off with water sprites. So she has come up in many of my top 10 lists. I am just so over the moon with this doll, and not only because she just looks like a goddess, she looks like a goddess of the ocean, the sea, the swamp, anything that belongs in the water is at her will, you know? She's that kind of queen, and if there will be a fire in my room, this is the one I'm definitely grabbing first. It's one of the questions we collectors get many times, so this is definitely one of those dolls I would immediately grab. Yeah, so it's sad to say that 2016 probably was one of the last years Barbie really delivered in quality. After that, the quality just dropped. Yeah, you really can tell that there was a shift after that in terms of, you know, removing accessories with collector dolls, wonky face painting sometimes even with collector dolls, and yeah, just lesser quality overall. And of course, the pastel mermaid princess, the mermaid enchantress. Oh my gosh, what a pretty mermaid. So happy to have her in my collection. I love the combination of pastel colors with gold touchings here and there. Her sequin tail, the, you know, the kind of like that 90s fabric as a tail is just cute. I can already tell she actually has polypropylene hair, so that's why I will never take her out of this box, because I know that hair is just, this is the best state the hair will ever be in. But yeah, her shell earrings, her amazing coral crown, she has so many lovely details. Wow, yeah. So, of course, they deserved to rule this top 10 list of mermaid dolls in my collection. So, of course, there are still some Barbie mermaid dolls out there that I still would love to add to my collection, but, you know, collecting is all about having the right amount in your wallet at just the right time, finding a treasured piece. Yeah. There's, I don't know if she's called, I think she's just called the Mermaid Barbie from 2011, who sits on this rock with these plastic waves behind her. And I mean, what a vision. I think she has the Aphrodite face sculpt. Does she? Yeah, but she is, I mean, wow, what an amazing presented doll. I mean, this doll is meant to stay in her box and be adored that way, right? I don't know exactly which year she's from, but she is in like this all, she's completely braided. She's all decorated with many, many shiny pearly details. I think pearls, starfish. She has this crown with all these pearls on them. Amazingly super long hair. I believe she has the Mackie face sculpt, if I'm correct. And just a giant mermaid tail, yeah. And she's very in this pearly white fabric. Yeah, she's a very pretty doll. Wow. Yeah, so you know, we're just gonna keep on collecting and keep adding pretty mermaids to this collection to eventually come up with the ultimate mermaid top 10 in doll form. I hope. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified about any new videos that I upload. You can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. And until the next video, mwah, big kisses from me, and I love you all.